So for our PLT meeting this week, we're going to come back and have a look at our place value, addition and subtraction unit that we've been teaching for maths. Obviously last time we met and we created our data board, we had a look at where our learners were and we looked at what they were doing well and then set goals for each group of learners. So I would really love to hear how your students have been going with their learning.
Yeah, I would actually like to speak about Davian. At the start of the unit, we had him in the Reteach 2 group, and there was a lot of a focus of him was on the place value and developing those skills in there. And so we worked really, really hard on some strategy groups with him and developed some really good skills in that fed really, really well into the addition and subtraction unit. And so through the Launch, Explore, Summarise, he was able to show that he's put his knowledge of place value into doing some really, really good addition stuff. He's been partitioning numbers, he's been, these examples of counting on in subtraction. So I'm confident that we can move Davian from out of Reteach 2 into a Consolidate 1 kind of a group. So yeah, I'm really pleased with his progress, and I think just that work with the place value that we did early on in the unit has really fed into the rest of the unit, so it's been really good.
Great. Similar to Travis, actually, I'd like to talk about Ashton, who started in Consolidate 2. So he was showing really good understanding of place value, but didn't necessarily have a large range of strategies when looking at addition and subtraction. And he also struggled to give reason to how he got to his answers, but with the Launch, Explore, Summarise task, I saw him sort of come out of his shell and grow confidence, and he actually began to give really great reason, explain his thinking and his answers, and develop this great range of strategies that's really helped him. So I would confidently move him up to stretch 1, because I think he really deserves to have that little bit of a stretch and a push.
Great.
He's up for the challenge. Yeah.
Okay, so we need to plan Tuesday's lesson, and our focus is making sure that our students understand the genre of historical fiction really deeply.
So like for our mini lesson, having a focus on getting the students to understand how authors tell stories from the past, and looking at the text types, so like memoirs, poems, diary entries.
Vignettes as well.
Yeah, like a collection of them.
Yep, do that. Okay, so we could use, to really help the kids get the idea of what we're talking about, why don't we use some of our mentor texts? This one I think would be a really good one because it focuses on the perspective, and we can model to the kids exactly how to use the language and how to construct that so they know what we're working towards.
Yeah, and really show the language to immerse the audience in their piece.
Alright, so today we're going to be having a look at our data board for counting. Our students have been working on their individual counting goals, so we'll just have a bit of a look at our data, have a look at where we put them in our last meeting, and just see if we can move any of our kids forward. Have we got kids that have shown success? Have we got students that we might need to give it an extra support to, and sort of work out what we're going to do to help them achieve their goals today?
Okay, so great. So these guys will then be working on a new goal now that they've achieved that. So what are you thinking of as their new goal?
So now they'll be needing to start independently. So instead of starting on the floor with me in a focus group, starting independently, and if then still they need that check-in, I'll be going and helping by roaming, but I'll also know in their independent work if they have been able to focus on.
So they're able to do this at the moment?
So yeah, they can definitely,
So
while we were focusing on manipulatives, I was making sure that they could go above 20,
Fantastic.
Which is the next goal.
So they'll now be working
So
towards
they'll be working
this as
towards
their
this
goal.
one as well. So making sure that
Fantastic.
So will you pair them up with the
I
two
will.
of these ones
Yep.
down here?
Definitely.
Okay, so I'm just looking at Zach here at the moment, and looking from here, he's also now achieving this, so I'm going to put him up. Have you noticed that?
Yes, definitely, yeah.
So I'm going to put him up here as well, and Mila S also is now achieving that. So same thing, their goal's also now going to be working towards here. Looking at this section down here, Katie has really achieved that super quick, so she's actually moved and she is working with these guys, counting forwards and backwards between 0 and 100, and also counting by 2s, 5s and 10s. So looking at where we've moved students, so we've got quite a few students that have progressed. We do have some students still working down here, and we really want them to get to get to achieve their goals. So I guess what are we going to do to really help these children achieve their goals? Where do you think we could best use our time to give them that extra support?
Well, we have that intervention time during the term, so we could use that time to do really targeted activities, both high and low, to really push them on.
I think that's a great idea. So we could work in small groups, give them hands-on activities.
As well. Yeah.
And then have it connect on, almost front load them a little bit for the lesson ahead.
So then that builds that confidence too. So
Yeah.
have that issue.
Okay, fantastic. All right, well, when we do our planning this afternoon, we'll make sure that we allocate for that in our intervention time, and that's front loaded